A widow opened a meat bun shop, but she never used pork in her buns. Whenever a lustful man entered her shop, the next day, these men would disappear as if they had vanished into thin air. What's strange is, at the same time, the widow's meat buns would always be freshly made. Even more puzzling, the widow never allowed her daughter to eat the buns from her shop. This made the daughter curious about the filling of the buns her mother made since childhood. One day, a man came specifically to buy these mysterious meat buns. After receiving the money, the woman agreed that he would pick them up later in the evening. However, the daughter saw everything clearly from a corner. That night the woman led the man to the kitchen. Curious to satisfy her own curiosity, the daughter quietly followed, peeking through the door to watch, but what she saw made her collapse in fear. Hearing the noise, the woman rushed out, slapped her daughter across the face, then scolded her harshly. She comforted her daughter, saying she was doing this for her own good, and once again warned her never to enter the kitchen before she was of age, and never eat the buns she made. Then she forcefully sent her daughter away. The girl had no choice but to leave, not noticing the bloodstains still on her mother's hands. 10 years quickly passed. The grown daughter could no longer suppress her curiosity, and decided to uncover the long-hidden secret, so she spent $100 buying several of her mother's buns from the customers. After returning home, she couldn't wait to take a bite. Just as she was about to do so, her mother suddenly appeared, and knocked the bun out of her hand. The daughter couldn't help but loudly ask her mother what kind of meat the buns were made from. The mother gritted her teeth and insisted it was pork, but the daughter had already inquired, and no pork shop within 10 miles admitted to selling meat to her mother. What was her mother hiding by lying like this? Was the disappearance of those men truly connected to the filling of the buns? The girl became increasingly scared, but her strong curiosity gave her the courage to sneak into the kitchen while her mother was asleep. However, the kitchen was empty. Just as she was about to leave, she saw her mother holding a bloodstained kitchen knife, appearing right in front of her. This sight terrified her so much, she collapsed to the ground. Her mother tried to push her out of the kitchen, but just then, a basket suddenly fell, making a sound. The girl heard it and asked her mother what had happened. She thought someone was inside, and immediately prepared to go check, but her mother quickly stopped her, saying she had just misheard, and urged her not to be paranoid. But the girl was sure she had heard a man's voice, so she ignored her mother's objections, and insisted on going inside to check. Faced with her daughter's insistence, the mother finally relented, agreeing to tell her the truth after she brought her boyfriend home. The next day, the girl couldn't wait to bring her boyfriend home. The man, upon seeing her mother's seductive figure, was immediately entranced, but the girl only cared about knowing what meat her mother used in the buns. Then the woman enthusiastically made her best buns to treat her daughter's boyfriend. The girl took the opportunity to question her mother why her boyfriend could eat the meat buns, but she couldn't. The mother replied, because the boyfriend was an outsider. Only by eating the meat buns could he become part of the family. Seeing her daughter's boyfriend had eaten the bun, the mother immediately poured a glass of wine for her daughter. The girl hesitated, but couldn't resist her mother's warm invitation, so she drank the wine. But as soon as the wine hit her stomach, she felt something was wrong. Soon, the girl felt drowsy and fell asleep at the table. Her boyfriend, seeing this, was unsure of what to do. He wanted to help her back to her room. Unexpectedly, the mother's